In today's video, we're going to be talking all about the full moon that we're having this Friday, June 5th. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and hello if you're new. Make sure that you subscribe before you leave, that way you'll never miss out on another video. I do a full moon and a new moon video every single month, so make sure you stay tuned. Okay, so today we're going to be talking about the full moon that we're having on June 5th, 2020. This full moon is also going to be a lunar eclipse, and this full moon is in Sagittarius. So there's a lot going on. There's going to be a lot going on this week. We're going to feel high emotions this week. But before we do get into that, I do want to say this video was sponsored. TrulyDivine.com sponsored us again, and TrulyDivine.com is a website where you can get your natal chart and your relationship analysis reading. You can also get a few other readings done, but I myself got relationship analysis done, and I also got my natal chart read. Now, I am a person who is still studying astrology, so I'm still learning. And I do want to tell you guys, when I got my natal chart, when I was going over it, the way that Truly Divine explains everything made me feel like I learned so much about astrology. Not only that, but I also learned about the placement of the planets. I learned about which house is what. I learned about sun, moon, rising more in depth. And I just learned so much about the planets, how they affect me, what each planet does. It's so beneficial to get this reading done because not only does it teach you so much about astrology, but it also teaches you so much about your personal astrology, which is different from anybody else's in the world. It's so detailed and it's so easy to understand, and I personally learned so much about myself that just made a lot of sense and put perspective and gave me awareness of my own behavior, of my own reactions, strengths, weaknesses, and then how to go about it to turn it around. Now, the natal chart reading is 65 pages and it is $45. The relationship analysis is about 28 pages and it's $34. But I have a 30% off code for you guys. If you're interested in the reading, go to trulydivine.com and use my code for 30% off, and I'll leave the information linked down below. But with that being said, let's get into 5 things we should know about this full moon in Sagittarius that we're having. Now, this full moon that we're having in Sagittarius, it's also called the strawberry moon. And the strawberry moon is just another way of saying that your fruits are ripened and it's time to gather them. Okay, the first thing we should know about this full moon in Sagittarius is Sagittarian energy in general is very adventurous and spontaneous, and they want their independence. They will fight for their independence. They're ambitious and feisty and fiery if they need to be. Sagittarians want the freedom to live their life in a way that is fulfilling to them, unapologetically. So around this full moon time, we may notice that these aspects we feel within ourselves. It's this Sagittarian energy that it's going to be awakened within each one of us. These are aspects of ourselves that may be heightened and highlighted during this full moon time. For example, you may feel very, very driven to do something, to start a new project, to finish something, to tackle something that's just been sitting there. You just feel this itch and this need to complete it. You just don't want to leave things laying around. You don't want to leave things out in the open, in the air. You just want to take care of it. You want to handle it. You're ready to handle it. You're no longer lagging or procrastinating. Your mind is now just like, this is what I need to do. I'm going to do it and get it done with. Like, I don't even know why I was pushing it out so long, why I was lagging on it, why I was sitting on it. And the truth is, you weren't ready before, but you're coming into this state of being now where you're ready. You may feel this passionate energy within yourself to move forward. Now you have this passion to move forward. You no longer want to stay in a comfort zone. You don't want to stay behind. You don't want to be stuck or in stagnant energy. You want to move forward, and you're driven and you're passionate now. For some, this could be you want to move. You finally want your dream house, and you're going to look for it and you're going to start the process for it. For a lot of you, it's learning something new. You want to study something you've been curious about since you were little. Diving yourself into some new form of knowledge. For some of you, it could be you tackling something that you found challenging before, and now you're just ready to dive into it. A lot of us with the Sagittarius full moon are going to be making some very strong and bold changes in our life. The second thing we should know about this full moon that we're having in Sagittarius, which is also a lunar eclipse, is Venus is square Mars and Neptune. Now, what the heck does that mean? Venus is all about love. It's a love energy, right? Beauty, love, glamour, allure, romance. And then we have Mars, which is fiery and feisty, independent, go-getter attitude, right? Neptune is the same way, except Neptune has a lot to do with our spirituality, our mind, a lot to do with dreams. So watch your dreams this month, because anything you receive through your dreams, you want to pay attention to it and look into it. But it's all about our mind and that feisty energy of our mind, and then also that love energy coming in. Underlying things like things you shoved under the rug, things you've suppressed, things you've ignored, these things may come up to the surface again. And it's so important this time to clear the air, to clear it out, let it go, because we don't no longer want to hold on to it and shove it back in somewhere where we think it's hidden, but it's not. It's just there festering, taking up energy of yours, feeding off your energy, and you could be using that energy for something else. And this full moon is kind of gonna bring that to your awareness. You were holding on to things that were becoming toxic to yourself, and toxic within your relationships to other people, toxic with your relationship with your career and money. It was just this toxic seed within you that was kind of sprouting. And this full moon time in Sagittarius, Sagittarian energy is like, wait, that's not serving me, no more. No. I have to get rid of it, that I have no choice. And that's a huge energy that is going to be coming in with this full moon. So remember, with this kind of energy, it's intense. It's intense, it's fiery, it's heated, it's amplified. So it's so important that we calm the energy. Make sure you do things to calm yourself around this full moon. So use rose-scented things, because roses are very corresponding to Venus. So you want to bring in that calm, romantic energy while you're handling your shit. So rose-scented perfume, rose candles, even lighting blue candles. Blue is also calming. You can use lavender, you can use rose incense, but use herbs and candles and crystals and whatever else helps to calm you down. Kind of incorporate that more into your life this week. There's also an energy of getting things out, getting things off of your chest. And this has a lot to do with, remember, Neptune, mind energy. So it's everything in your mind that you need to get out and get off your chest. And you'll notice that the relationships that have unconditional love in them, they will survive this, they will thrive, they will move forward, and they will heal, and it will be amazing. But the relationships that are not vibrationally aligned, where it's just like kind of like oil and water, which doesn't mix, those may be falling a little bit apart. But I really get the sense that these were like energy vampires, and they were just feeding off of your energy, and it's time that you distance yourself from them. And the Sagittarius full moon is kind of going to push that process, because you don't want people to feed off your energy in negative ways. The third thing we should know about the Sagittarius full moon is that you may notice yourself, a lot of us are going to feel like we don't want to feel small anymore. We don't want to feel belittled. We don't want to feel unworthy anymore. We want to face and confront things and take our power back. Now remember, Sagittarian energy is like go-getters. You'll go after what you want and nothing can stop you. And also, Sagittarian energy is very honest, very blunt, very in your face. Like, they will say what they need to say because they just don't want to sugarcoat anything. Life is short and they don't want to waste time. So expect these kinds of energies to come around during this full moon, because it is in Sagittarius. And you may notice yourself just wanting to be honest, wanting to put everything out on the table. And a lot of the things that were making you feel small and belittled, a lot of it was in your mind, but a lot of it was manifesting into your physical reality as well. So it's important, as within, so without. So we have to go within and figure out our own worth, value our own worth, so that the reality that we create around us values our worth too. The fourth thing that we should know about this full moon in Sagittarius is it is going to be a very feisty and fiery, heated energy, because we have Mars and Neptune energy coming in strongly. which is fiery energy. So that means you may be prone to get more irritated than usual. Little things that you would not say that bothered you, but actually bothered you, you're going to speak up. You're going to speak your mind. Things that you don't like, things that bother you, things that make you feel uncomfortable, you're going to speak up about it. You're going to want to speak up about it. No longer will you want to be silent about these things, and it may even come out in a heated, emotional way. When these heated anger, irritation, just uncomfortable emotions do come up, it's important to become aware of it first of all, because it will feel not good. You know, these are low vibrational feelings, but a lot of us hold on to these, and this Sagittarius full moon is like, nope, you can't hold on to it anymore. It needs to come out. So if things come to the surface, if you do get heated and stuff, remember to become aware and go on the process of taking your power back from the anger, which means, okay, how do you do that? You got to find an outlet for your anger that is positive. You have to transmute your anger into something that will benefit you. So for me, when I get really angry, I'll clean, or I'll cook, or I'll journal. I'll write all about it. Or I'll say I release my anger, and I'll write it on a bay leaf and release it. Do something that is an outlet for you, that is creative, that's fun, that takes your mind off of it, that allows you to think about it, process it, you know, whatever you need to do that is a positive outlet for your anger. Find that. And I feel like a lot of you are going to find new ways to express anger in healthy ways, in positive ways, and you're going to find a new outlet that is going to be so beneficial for you. You can also use herbs and crystals and candles to soften that energy. You can use blue candles, you can use valerian, you can use rose quartz, you can use rose incense, you can use lavender. Lavender is very calming. You can use the power of natural things that Mother Earth gives to us to calm the energy, to balance the energy out. And the fifth thing we should know about this full moon in Sagittarius is every full moon and every new moon, parts of our bodies get affected, they get sensitive, our chakras get sensitive. And now the two chakras that are going to be more sensitive around this full moon time is our root chakra and our sacral chakra, which means pay attention to your hips, your upper thighs, your tailbone, and your belly area. These areas might be a little bit more sensitive during this time, so take extra good care of them. I always recommend taking a bath, which this full moon time, I have a surprise for you guys. So these are up in my store right now. I only have a few left because I only made, I think, like 20 bags. So these are the sun, happiness and vitality and enlightenment bath soaks. So on the front, we have it charging with the Sun Tarot card, and we have all the ingredients in there for happiness and everything that corresponds with the sun energy, masculine energy, but also turning that masculine energy into something that benefits your happiness. So this has a lot to do with happiness and warmth and cheer, but also staying in your staying in your fiery, staying in your masculine, but using it to make yourself happy. And it's a positive thing for you and everyone. If you guys are interested in these, head over to my Etsy shop. They should be up. Hopefully I have a few left. If you guys want natal chart readings or relationship analysis done, head over to trulydivine.com. They sponsored this video and I love their readings. And yeah, that's all I have to say. Thank you so much for watching. I'll talk to you real soon.